Okay, so I got a confession. Don't be mad at me. Don't unsubscribe. But I have to confess that I don't have no basis for this video, like at all. I have no point outside of just watching watching some libs like meltdown. Seriously. So forgive me in advance. I don't know. I just put together some clips. We just going to enjoy ourselves on this Sunday, get some laughs going. So Charlie Kirk just embarrassed this lib student after he tried to fact check him. Y'all know how that's gonna go. Just watch.
Then why didn't he ruin it the first time?
He did.
Trump ruined the economy?
Again, it's reactionary forces. What Trump did is he handled...
So let me just ask one final thing. What is Kamala Harris's greatest accomplishment?
Kamala Harris's greatest accomplishment? I think it depends on who you ask, but I would say...
You.
Yeah, I would say it was cutting child poverty in half.
She did that?
The Biden administration, her and Biden did that, yes. And that was...
How did she do that?
So the child tax credit, basically from COVID...
Oh, you mean the one from the Trump tax cut?
It's not from the Trump tax cut.
Yeah, it is actually.
No.
Yeah, it's actually from the tax cut from December of 2017. The one that Kamala Harris is running against is the one that you're touting right now.
No, it's not the case at all,
let me just,
you can lie, but...
No, I mean, you're just totally wrong.
I encourage everyone to look up the child tax credit right now on your phones.
Yeah, the child tax credit was part of the
And look
Trump
on what
tax
bill
cut.
it was passed. Look what year it was passed.
It was during the... Yeah, it was 2017, literally. Donald Trump expanded the child tax cut credit in 2017. Final question. Do you think that Kamala Harris would do a better job the next 4 years than Donald Trump? If so, why? To make the case. I'm curious.
Please, I want to hear this.
I would agree that Harris would do a much better job than Trump for a variety of reasons. Again, if you look at our current track record, we're coming out of the COVID and the Trump policy. We have the most amount of jobs. We have the highest paying stock market. We have child poverty that's cut in half. We have the most, the tax credit. So we have multiple reasons. And then if you look at the case against Trump, you'll see that multiple economists have said that Trump will ruin the economy, right, including Nobel Prize winners.
No, it's just, and this is so, this is actually really instructive, and thank you for embodying it so perfectly.
Oh my gosh, man, the incompetence over here, yo. You really think Kamala Harris would have did better from these next 4 years? You really, bro, this woman couldn't string together a sentence, a coherent sentence at all? And I just learned something today from this guy's incompetence, that in fact, Donald Trump, there is evidence that child poverty decreased during his first term as president. So it says, during his first term between 2017 and 2021, the U.S. Census Bureau data shows a decline in child poverty. The Supplemental Poverty Measure, SPM, which accounts for government assistance programs like tax credit and food stamps, provide a more comprehensive picture than the official poverty rate. So it's a drop from 15.6 in 2016 to 12.6 in 2019, the lowest since at least 2009. Okay, so... And then it says the official poverty rate for children under 18 fell from 18% in 2016 to 14.4% in 2019. So several factors definitely contributed to that decline. But I just learned that I didn't even know that the guy, my guy Trump, is out here, making moves like that. And I'm so happy to hear that. Even more of a reason why I'm looking at this left-wing media now like, Now, CNN is forced to admit that 63% of Americans favor deporting criminal illegal aliens. Already warned you. This video had no basis, okay?
63%, according to the latest Fox News poll, say that they favor deporting those immigrants. So that's a pretty high number. Can you square that with what we just heard from Priscilla's reporting?
Yeah, I think that obviously the president has kind of blanketed the airwaves with saying that all of these people deported are criminals. And given the fact that we, reporters like Priscilla, we have very limited information to who exactly has been deported. The government has not handed over names. I know CBS got a hold of a list of names, but that hasn't been provided to those who are asking for who was actually deported. And there is a difference between someone who came into the country illegally versus someone who overstayed their visa. That's not a crime. versus someone who has no criminal record, no criminal history. And based on my reporting, based on clearly Priscilla's reporting, there are some Venezuelan nationals whose family members, whose lawyers say that they were deported who have no criminal record, who have no criminal history, that they legally applied for asylum or were trying to gain status, where some of them were in the middle of proceedings, and then they were deported.
Hey. Come to the country legally, you won't have these problems. That's all we're saying, all right? If you're somebody here illegally, won't. But the fact that we had to sit here and watch CNN admit this is amazing. Gunther added that if CNN said it, it's probably higher than that. 63% is a huge number, random dev adds. Hard to ignore. Funny how it takes CNN this long to acknowledge what most Americans already know. Isn't it weird how the left always frames their beliefs like most Americans believe, or more Americans believe this? Is they always make it seem like they really have the high ground anytime they expressing their own personal opinion. Anywho, it says, I'll start it over. Funny how it takes CNN this long to acknowledge what most Americans already know. Woo! Use me. I think I got another one. Woo! Y'all know we allergic to the BS over here now. We alert to the BS. Sorry for my snorkel right there. Enforcing immigration laws isn't controversial. It's common sense, but hey, better late than never, right? We getting exactly what we voted for. I don't understand what sort of umbrella or rock they living under right now. Now, this right here is what we finna. I should have put this one first, because everybody who didn't make it to this part of the video, they just about to miss out. This woman is supposedly scared for her life, and you won't believe why.
I live in Florida, and I'm gay, non-binary, and I had a call today with my psychiatrist, and I've been seeing him since 2009, and we went over my medications, and he asked me how I've been feeling lately, and I told him I've just been so sad and scared, and he told me that it's a safe space. I've been seeing him since 2009, and this is the first time I've come out to him. He shared that he has transgender nieces, and that they're moving to Colorado for safety. And he asked me what I'm doing to prepare, and I told him I'm in the process of starting to get my passport. He asked me where I want to go, and I said I don't know, but I hope Canada, because I've always wanted to live in British Columbia. And he asked me, what about your parents?
It's something about this part right here.
He said I don't know, but I hope Canada, because I've always wanted to live in British Columbia.
And it's something about the way her eyes turn. I'm really trying not to laugh.
And he asked me, what about your parents? Because they're down here, and he knows that I moved down here for them. And I explained that they're MAGA extremists, and that it's destroyed my relationships with them.
Girl!
And I couldn't help but just cry. I just bawled. And he just kept reassuring me that I could talk to him about it anytime, that he and his wife are trying to organize some sort of resistance and support for people in my situation, because it's so dear to his heart. And it just made me feel so good to know,
Girl,
that I have someone safe to talk to.
he finna clean your bank account out.
Because right now, everything is feeling like a threat. Everything is scary. Every day I cry. Multiple times. It's very hard to just stay functioning in this place with this news all the time and all the threats.
What threat? What did I just watch? But hey, I'm not going to stop her because at least she's doing what the Democrats said they was going to do, but backtrack, which was if Donald Trump won, they was going to leave. So, hey, by all means, go for it. But to sit here and say that Donald Trump being in office is somehow creating this panic or this unrest, this how do I say, you're not safe because he's the president, that I'm not buying this, man. You're not safe because he's not catering to your feelings, right? And he's not catering to anything outside of the realm of reality. I don't understand the fear-mongering. And then the fact that she's trying to escape America because her parents support Donald Trump, that don't make no sense to me. Peggy Dodson, oh my God, these people are nuts. Moved to Gaza. She doesn't realize she's safe. She is as safe as she can be. Opposing ideas are not dangerous. Homicidal maniacs with semi-automatic weapons, grenade launchers, and missiles are dangerous. Considering that those people believe all the lies that they have been bombarded from all other crazy people, she seriously believes all that and looks like her therapist enjoying and is supporting her. I mean, it looks like her therapist is enjoying and supporting her false fears. Yeah, I'm glad she said that because I completely overlooked that. The therapist shouldn't be a therapist if you're going to condone this type of TDS disorder. Right then and there, I would have, as the therapist, I would have said there, oh, you know what? You say you need to move? Oh, okay. Great. You know what I mean? He's threatening you? The Lulu. What? I just wanted to live in Great Britain. Our education system in the past tense media mob has destroyed the mental stability of a large segment of the next generation. Quite sad, really. The solution is as simple as turning off the past tense media mob and finding a hobby. Try bowling. That was diabolical. Try bowling. Now, the only thing funnier than the two Trump deranged Karens was the white dude for Kamala who showed up at the end wearing a face diaper.
Most people in this country voted for Trump.
The slim majority of voters. Shamefully, there were very few voters who showed up, but stop that bullshit. It is not a majority of Americans.
It's bullshit.
I mean, did you not look at the map? It looked just like it was this color. It was this color. Color my hat. Color his bandana. Color them question marks.
Actually won the popular vote.
I am telling you, it was a slim majority of voters. Are you hearing me? Because I can sign it if you want. That is why you're not supposed to spread the bullshit that most Americans are looking for this. Because
people care, then they vote.
Because too few people voted. That's a disgrace.
If people care about issues, then they vote.
Yeah, well, if you want
to. So the ones who cared voted for Trump to eliminate waste, fraud, and abuse in government.
Because lots of voters were purged from voter rolls before the election.
This sounds familiar to me. It sounds like election denial. Is that what you guys are doing?
Just stop.
Because I thought we weren't supposed to do that. You just told me that. You just said this, right?
You know, the damage that is being done by the narcissist in that building, the people who believe his bullshit. I know gaslighting when I see it and when I hear it, so just stop. Okay. Stop.
We don't have to talk to me. I'm actually on my way over here. So.
That's right. What? So we got CNN acknowledging that most Americans are in favor with Donald Trump. That was specifically towards the illegal aliens, the border issue, but they've reported on other polls as well. Support for the Democratic Party within the Democratic Party, I believe, is at like 27% and declining. What are they talking about? I'm telling y'all, the concerning thing should not be how bad did we own someone. It should be that we're so divided. How do we reconcile such difference without the total elimination or total compromise of someone's viewpoints or worldview? Unfortunately, like, appreciate you, David Wilson, for this comment, but unfortunately, like that last comment said, man, some people are so far gone from the brainwash, there's just no coming back. I mean, honestly, had that Uber driver not ticked me off in terms of making me realize my TDS, I can't guarantee that I'll be who I am today. And that kind of hurts to say. I'm going to keep it real. I'll be transparent and vulnerable. That hurts my ego a bit. Because as a grown man, you know, I'm going to just put it out there. As a grown man, I'm over like, yo, I was out here. Ain't nothing wrong with being emotional per se, but I was out here like that. Just blind rage. And I thought I had comments. Keep in mind that more people turned out for Trump's second election than Obama's second term. Ouch. Yeah, 81 million, right? They will happily go on all day ranting against Trump and the South African immigrant, but within minutes of being challenged, they don't want to talk to anyone. I do not understand that. That baffles me. Yeah. Asking somebody to prove their point or to elaborate on a claim should not be seen as controversial. Somebody said she might need to look up the definition of majority. Oh, yeah, I don't know why that went over my head, too. Yeah, I'll go check with somebody today. You could be saving their life. I'm not going to torture y'all no more with no more random videos. What am I going to name this? I don't know.